Are you thinking about moving to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, but you don't want to live in the city, you're more of a suburb person? Well, in today's video, we're going to show you around the top 3 suburbs of Harrisburg. As always, we'll show you a few different homes in some different price points to show you what your money can buy you here. About 5 or 6 months ago, you might have seen our video on the city of Harrisburg and the top 5 suburbs. Well, today's video is going to be similar to that. We're just going to show you the top townships that make up Harrisburg, including right here in Lower Paxton Township. I'm here on Town Square, right in front of the iconic Eagle Hotel. Best wings in town. Where are my wing lovers at? You better be inside the Eagle Hotel. Get here fast. This is a beautiful day here on the square. We're gonna show you all around town and some beautiful neighborhoods, and we're gonna get real with it right now.
If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in central Pennsylvania, including right here in Harrisburg, click subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to know about the current market right here in central PA. My name is Aaron. Josh, the team, and I, we get calls and emails all the time from people just like you looking to make their move to the area. So whether you're moving now or in 6 months from now, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is in the description below. That way we can help you make a smooth move to the area.
So as I said earlier, we're going to show you the 3 top townships in Harrisburg. They are Susquehanna Township, Lower Paxton Township, where we are now, and Swatara Township. Now we chose these 3 because they're the most immediately proximate townships to the city of Harrisburg, as well as the most sought after. So we'll take you on our home tour. We'll show you some demographic information, and we'll even wrap up at the end with a nice market update, and of course, drop into some of our favorite spots as always. We're gonna start, of course, with our first home in Susquehanna Township, where I grew up and went to high school. Come on, let's go. All right, so here we are at one of my favorite public parks in the whole Harrisburg area. We're in Wildwood Park here in Susquehanna Township. Wildwood Park is part of the Pennsylvania Greenbelt, which we've talked about before, and it's one of many great public places and public parks here in Harrisburg. Fort Hunter being another one which we showed you before, right along the Susquehanna River. Now, if you walk with me, the reason I love Wildwood so much is because of these great walking paths, running, biking. I come here and go jogging. A full time around the park is about just over 3 miles, like 3.1, 3.2 miles. So if you're training for a long run or a marathon, this is a great place to come to be out amongst nature. We're in Susquehanna Township, and we're just gonna hop into our house tour now. I wanna tell you a few things about Susquehanna Township. Overall, it receives an A- rating on niche.com across the board, particularly in terms of suitability for families and diversity. So those are the 2 categories that it scores highest in. The population is about 25,905, and the median home value is $165,600, so it's very affordable to live here in Susquehanna Township. Most of the residents own their own homes. About 63% of residents own their own homes, and the median household income is about $73,000, which is well above the national average. Susquehanna Township offers a number of different kinds of neighborhoods. So we're gonna show you those right now. Let's hit our first tour. All right, so we're traveling on Town Road now, south towards Harrisburg, towards the Susquehanna River. Town Road is also called Route 39, which travels, as I said, from Harrisburg east all the way out to Hershey. So that's easy access out to Hershey, Hummelstown area, and then Lebanon County beyond that. So we're driving down here, and there's a lot of neighborhoods that kind of offshoot off of Town Road here, but there's also a lot of commerce, grocery stores, a lot of new development, doctor's offices, private practice. There's really a lot going on here. It's a main thoroughfare over here on the east shore of Harrisburg, very much like the Carlisle Pike is over on the west shore for Mechanicsburg and Camp Hill and those communities. This is actually a community that we featured not too long ago in our 55 plus communities. This is Blue Ridge, which has a combination of 55 plus living as well as single family and condo living, as well as a lot of amenities. As we just passed, you saw the Starbucks and some great restaurants going in there. A little further down, you hit the Giant Food Store, which is one of our main grocery stores here. It's a huge chain of grocery stores in the area and serves the communities around here at Town. So we are on our way through Susquehanna Township to our first home, and we'll check in with you there.
All right, so here we are at our first neighborhood of the day, located in Susquehanna Township. The homes in these neighborhoods were built right around the 1970s, late 1970s. They feature split-level homes, bi-levels, as well as traditional and ranch homes. The one behind me is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, roughly about 1,100 square feet, an additional 1,000 below grade. It's coming at a price point of $329,000. Taxes are right around $3,600. Let's go take a look. This home here is a well-maintained split-level home with 3 bedrooms on the upper level and 1 additional bedroom on the lower level. It has 2 full bathrooms. The property is located on a cul-de-sac with a quiet environment. It comes with a 2-tiered deck and awning where you can enjoy your morning coffee or evening drinks, overlooking a large fenced-in backyard for privacy. Just to recap, this is a 4-bedroom home, 2-bath, with almost 1,100 square feet above grade and an additional 1,000 below grade. Like I said, it's a split level, built in 1978, and the price per square foot is right around $304. Now this is very close to Linglestown Road, and you're only about 6 or 7 minutes from downtown. So it's pretty conveniently located right here in Susquehanna Township.
All right, so we're at our second stop of the day. We're in Beaufort Farms, a very beautiful, exclusive community here in Susquehanna Township. Behind me is a condominium that we're featuring. It's at a price point of $575,000, which is for 2,400 square feet of livable space. It is a contemporary design. You can see with the skylights and the turret-style window and the 2-car garage, plenty of space. These 2 condos share a private drive, and they're set back from the rest of the community back here in Beaufort on about an acre and a half of land. I'm surrounded by beautiful trees, and it's really quiet and serene back here. Beautiful unit for sale, built in the mid-'80s and in nice condition, held up very nicely. Let's take a look inside.
This property is nestled in the Beaufort Farms development of Susquehanna Township. As such, it is Susquehanna Township School District. This condo was built in 1985 and has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. Beautiful contemporary design with about 2,400 square feet of livable square footage. This property consists of a 50% condominium ownership in 1.4 acres of residential land that could be developed with an additional 6 duplexes or 4 single-family units. So keep that in mind. The original plans for that have expired, but any buyer that would be interested would need to get all those plans approved and worked on with the condo association. But that certainly is a unique option for this property. So keep that in mind.
Okay, here we are at Springgate. It's a local winery in Lower Paxton Township. It used to be an old farmhouse turned into a winery. It's open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Local hot spot, the live music, great wine. Our own Josh Krefsky plays here, so you might want to check him out in the future. Speaking of Lower Paxton Township, it covers a large territory, including the popular areas of Linglestown and Colonial Park. It has a population quite larger than Susquehanna at 52,000, over double. The median home value here is $225,000, with 68% of residents owning their own homes. The school district for Lower Paxton are Central Dauphin School District, which is split over 2 different schools, Central Dauphin and Central Dauphin East, known locally as CD and CD East. Central Dauphin has an overall rating of A- and a student-teacher ratio of 15:1. CD East has an overall rating of B, with a student-teacher ratio also of 15:1, based off of niche.com. Let's head out to our first house.
All right, we're back in the car. We are now traveling en route to our first home in Lower Paxton Township. We are on Jonestown Road right now, which is the second of the 2 major thoroughfares that we'll be traveling today, Linglestown Road being the other one. Jonestown Road also travels east to west through Harrisburg, out towards Skyline View and eventually the Grantville, and then eventually out to Jonestown, and if you keep going on it, all the way out to Allentown. So major box stores here. You got your CVS and your Home Depots, and again, the Colonial Park Mall, which we just passed, which is the main mall here in Lower Paxton Township. Best Buy, all sorts of retail, restaurant, and exciting things to do. Nightlife, some nightlife out here, some good bars like Gilligan's and many others, Mission Barbecue, and of course, one of my favorite places, a local winery here in Harrisburg called Springgate Vineyard. They have a great selection of wines there. They have a lot of live music. I play there. Also, we've talked about the fact that I'm a musician in town. You've got a giant food store here, the major grocery market that we've talked about, Domino's. So really anything that you need here in this area. We're going to take you back and show you Springgate, which is a privately owned vineyard on a nice farm back here off of Devonshire Road. And some beautiful communities back here, beautiful homes, again, off of Jonestown where we were just traveling. We'll see you in a few.
Now we're in our first neighborhood in Lower Paxton Township. This is going to be Central Dauphin School District. This house behind me is coming in at a price of $350,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, just a little over 2,000 square feet. So that's about $177 per square foot. The taxes are going to be right around $3,400. And this was built in 1960. Let's go check out the neighborhood. This is a well-maintained 4-story split-level home with 4 spacious bedrooms and 2.5 baths. As you enter the home, you'll be greeted by the elegant tile flooring leading you straight to the kitchen. Beyond the kitchen is your very own sunroom. Electric heat pumps serve as the main source of heating, with baseboard heaters available as a secondary heating option. This home boasts major upgrades, including a brand new roof in 2020, the addition of a half bathroom on the main floor in 2021, as well as a new shed in 2018. You'll definitely appreciate the convenience of being near schools, highways, shopping centers, malls, as well as hospitals. This is located right near Jonestown Road, which is a major thoroughfare, also called 22. Just to recap, 4-bedroom home, 2.5 baths, 1960 is when it was built. It's a split level with 2,000 square feet above grade, an additional 500 below grade, with a price tag of $350,000.
All right, we're at our next stop here on our Lower Paxton Township home tour. We are in the beautifully exclusive neighborhood of the Woods at Forest Hills. Now, we've come to you from Forest Hills before. You might have remembered one of our luxury home tour videos was from up here in Forest Hills. This neighborhood in Forest Hills is called the Woods. It was built around 2002. This beautiful home, traditional home behind me, features 7 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 3 half baths. Over 9,300 square feet, 5-car garage, yes, 5-car garage, and a price point of $1.3 million, which at 9,300 square feet brings the price per square foot right around $181. You're in Central Dauphin School District, again here in Forest Hills. Let's take a look inside.
This gorgeous home is located in the Woods of Forest Hills, very exclusive area in Lower Paxton Township, Central Dauphin School District. Again, the price point here is $1.3 million, which over 9,323 square feet will put you right at about $181 per square foot. 7 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, and 3 half baths. 7,100 square feet above grade and 2,150 finished below grade with a walkout basement entrance. Doesn't get better than that. 5-car garage with plenty of off-street parking. There's a true in-laws quarters with a living room, lofted sitting area, kitchen, 1.5 bathrooms, a walk-in closet, and a spacious bedroom. Huge living room ceilings with gas fireplace. Primary bedroom on the first floor is a huge selling point. An additional primary bedroom on the second floor that has a sitting area with a fireplace, 2 walk-in closets, a wet bar, laundry, soaking tub, and separate shower. Of course, the 5 additional bedrooms, or office space on the second floor. Exterior features include a fenced-in backyard, saltwater heated pool, and spacious patio with separate fire pit area. This is a beautiful section of Forest Hills. You don't want to miss this amazing home.
All right, so we're back in the car here. We are moving our way now through Swatara Township. Swatara Township is close to Derry Township, close to Hershey, and we are right now on Derry Street, which moves its way east to west through Harrisburg out towards Hummelstown in the Hershey area. It doesn't go quite the whole way out to Hershey. It does stop before that, but Paxton Street does turn into Hershey. So we're going to show you a couple homes in this neighborhood. The median home value in Swatara Township is about $165,000, with 69% of residents owning their own homes. The school district here is going to be mostly Central Dauphin East, and we're going to show you a couple of homes here and give you a kind of a feel of the very neighborhoodly style of township that Swatara is. A little quieter than the other townships that we've shown you, but in a good way. Some really cool neighborhoods and just a nice quiet way of life out here. So this is Swatara Township.
All right, here we are at our first community in Swatara Township. This community is Ivy Ridge. These townhomes were built roughly around 2006. They feature 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and square footage right around 1,260. The price for this home is going to be $230,000, which puts the price per square foot right at $180. The taxes here will run you about $3,100 per year. There is an HOA fee of $115 a month, which covers common maintenance as well as lawn care. Again, we are in Swatara Township, Ivy Ridge. All right, so just to recap, this home is going to be located in Ivy Ridge. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home with 1,260 square feet above grade. At an entry-level price of $230,000, that's going to put your price per square foot right at $182. This home was built in 2006. It's a traditional style home with central air as well as a basement. The school district is going to be Central Dauphin. The high school will be Central Dauphin East. There is a condo fee that'll run you $115 a month. That'll include exterior building maintenance as well as lawn maintenance. Your taxes on this home is going to run you right around $3,100 per year. Now, just a fun fact, this home is located really close to a lot of different amenities. You have Planet Fitness right down the road. You have the East Mall, which is one of the bigger malls in the Harrisburg, if not the biggest mall. You're close to all kinds of restaurants as well as 83, so very conveniently located.
So this is our second home in Swatara Township and our final stop for the day here in Lawnford Acres, here in Dauphin County in Swatara Township. Beautiful neighborhood. These homes were built in the mid to late 90s, all traditional style homes, most of which have at least one car. Most of them have 2-car garages. The particular home we're talking about has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and is spread over about 2,400 square feet. The price tag for this comes in at $399, and it's on about 0.3 acres. The taxes for the year are about $5,800. So we're going to show you around this great neighborhood of Lawnford Acres and this beautiful home here.
This next home is located in Lawnford Acres, Swatara Township. The high school here is Central Dauphin East. This home has just under 2,500 square feet total. With a price tag of $399.9, you're looking at about $214 a square foot. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home with a 2-car garage. It's been updated and ready for move-in. It features a formal living room and dining room, first floor spacious family room, and an updated kitchen and breakfast room. Beautiful rear deck off the breakfast room features a canopied gazebo overlooking the rear patio, fenced yard, and a garden shed. The second floor has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. The lower level offers more living space with a finished family room. And again, this is very close to Paxton and Dairy Streets, which we had talked about as being major thoroughfares with plenty of retail, restaurants, and things to do about town. Okay, we're back in the office, and before we do a closeout, I wanted to touch base with you quickly with a quick market update. It's been a little while since we've given you a market update, and I'm sure you guys have questions. So let me switch over screens here and get you some info on the current statistics in the market, and then we'll do a closeout. So you should be able to see my screen now and follow along with me. If you look, we're going to be basing these numbers off of August 2022 because we're not fully out of the month of September yet. We will certainly recap when the time is right with September numbers. But follow me here, you'll see that units listed for last August were at 360 units listed versus August 2023. This past August we were at 339 units listed. So the difference between 360 last year and 339 looks like we're down about 6% this year. Not terrible news, but certainly not the best news that you want to hear, although things could certainly be a lot worse, and we'll talk about the benefits that are happening for buyers in a second. We move over to pending sales at 310 last August versus 307. Again, we're down there about 1%. Not terrible. We are over by the units sold here, 351 last year versus 306, so down 13% there. So that there's a bit of a jump with units sold, but our pending units are pretty close. So with interest rates still around the mid sevens, you can see why there hasn't been too much of a difference between this year and last year. I wish I had a crystal ball. I wish I could tell you when we anticipated the rates to change. But certainly we see some differences in the way that transactions are happening with the current market conditions for buyers, because they are not writing against 10, 15 offers anymore. So the buyers have regained a little bit of leverage in terms of being able to get some of those inspections that maybe they had to waive before, or having their offer considered when before they were being beat out by cash offers. So there is that benefit to it. So when I'm being asked by clients, when's the best time to buy? Should I wait for the rates to drop? Of course, ideally we would love that to happen, right? But in the interim, I think that using that leverage that the buyers currently have would be in your best interest, because if you wait until those rates drop 2 points and we're back at 5% or 5.5%, you're going to be back in a market that's flooded with buyers, and you're going to be writing offers against 15, 20 other buyers, and then you're going to lose all that leverage that you're starting to see come back to you now. So you can always refinance when those rates change, but I would still jump on the opportunity for a home that you love now, even though the rates are a little bit higher. We do hope they go down, and inevitably they will as things ebb and flow with market economy. But we will touch base with you again here in the office with another market update in the coming weeks, and hopefully have some better news. But again, things could be worse, and we are always here to answer questions when and if you have them.
All right, so that's going to basically wrap up our video for today.
If you have questions about this or any of the other videos you've seen on our channel, please reach out, and we're also open for suggestions for future content, so leave a comment below. We always love to read those.
If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more just like it, make sure you subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to know about the current market right here in Central PA. My name is Aaron.
And I'm Josh with the Living in Central PA team.
Until next time, keep it real.